about the bar coming up really close to the body. You almost want to be worried about hitting yourself in the face because, let's be real, it's going to happen. So just, you have to kind of get used to that and be okay with that fear. People hit their chin, hit their collarbone, it's just part of the sport, so I would love it. Beat ourselves up and then we get to show people what we've done, so keep the bar close, both in a straight line. This is a really important point, which I think hopefully will help a lot of people. If you can understand this, you'll be able to understand the clean a little bit more. So, power plus speed is essential. Okay? When we muscle up the bar, we don't do it fast, i.e. no speed. Power, when we think about power, this is strength generated, okay? So generation of strength plus speed. Strength generated quickly means that we bring the bar up. It's a momentum movement. It's not actually like a pull strength movement. We use momentum from the speed and the power of the way we lift the bar for it to come up. That is a super important point with cleans and something that we need to start drilling in ourselves if we're finding we're cleaning slowly. A really great way to think about it is 3 seconds in your starting position, because you want to actually think about what you're doing. You can't do it mindlessly. So give yourself 3 seconds in your power position or your start position to get ready for your clean, and then 1 second to clean. It should take 1 second, okay? Even shorter than that, really. So 3 seconds set up, 1 second pull, so we get it nice and quick, lots of power. The benefits of cleans, which I wanted to talk to you guys about as well. If you're like, why do I need to do this movement? It's so confusing, it's annoying, I hate them. One, we learn power and speed, which is super important when we think about speed. This kind of like the generation of strength in a quick manner. It's going to help us with box jumps, it helps us with sprinting, it helps us with, bike. It's going to help us with those power movements with being able to generate strength in a speedy manner. We also learn an incredible amount of strength. That's why Ollie lifters are just like with their quads and they're really built. So we're going to build strength in this motion. 3, it's a really when you get it, it's a big confidence lift. So mentally, it's a really great movement to feel like a